Hey everyone, Blaine with Seven Sons. We're picking up on our video series. This is part 2. We're going behind the scenes of the different enterprises at Seven Sons. Behind me, 3,000 laying hens out on pasture. I'm going to share some more details about these hens. And then I'm also going to share some really important shopping tips you'll want to keep in mind when looking for true pasture-raised eggs. These hens are moved to fresh pasture every day. They always have access to fresh water. They have access to non-GMO feed that they can eat when they go inside the portable hoop house here. We provide lots of shade for them during the hot afternoons so they can stay cool. We never feed them any drugs or antibiotics. They just get a nice fresh helping of pasture and bugs and critters that they find. They do most of their grazing in the morning and the evening. This is evening right now. And in the winter time, we pull these portable houses up near the fence row and park them for the winter. The greenhouse structure, once we take the shade cloth off, provides nice warmth and a good environment inside. Once spring rolls around again, we just pull these back out and start rotating them every day on pasture. We'll go inside real quick and show you the inside accommodations as well. All right, as you can see, the hens can freely go in and out from all sides, and we have the convenient access for the hens to the roll-out nesters on each side. The hens have already laid their eggs for the day, so that's why you see that the roost bars are up. And then down the middle here on each side is the access to the non-GMO feed and the feeders. And then underneath the nesters, you can see convenient access from both the inside and outside to plenty of fresh water through the drip water system there. So what is really nice about this system, folks, is that it's all portable and it moves every day. So they always have convenient access to pasture at all times, whether they're inside or outside. They're always on fresh pasture. The whole point of having hens out on pasture is for them to follow the ruminant animals. So we're actually out here in the cattle pasture, and for thousands of years, folks, birds have always followed ruminant grazing animals, and their purpose is to cleanse the pasture as they're constantly following the grazing animals and moving. They're keeping insect populations in control at a healthy level, and then also as they're moving about the pasture, they're fertilizing the land as well and making it more productive year after year. So they're serving a holistic purpose, and as a result, they're producing, we think, the healthiest egg that you can eat. But none of that happens, folks, unless the key point here is the birds have to move throughout the pasture for them to accomplish their purpose and objective. What's becoming very popular to do is to build large-scale barns, kind of barns that resemble a conventional model, and build those right in the middle of a pasture, and then open up the doors and let the birds move outside. But folks, the reality is the birds are only going to graze so far from their main structure. That's why we move this structure, this hoop house, every single day. And with a permanent building, when the chickens go inside, they're not on pasture. They're in a permanent building that doesn't have any pasture, just has bedding inside of it. When our hens go inside for shade or to lay their eggs, again, they're always on fresh pasture during the grazing season, wherever they are. So when you're looking for pasture-raised eggs, the most important question to ask is, are the birds being rotated to fresh pasture? Matter of fact, in this 20-acre field, as these birds are rotated, they're moving across this farm and this field over 3 times during a grazing season. So that means this flock of hens you see here is being rotated over well over 2 million square foot of pasture just in a single grazing season. So that's truly hens on the move, mimicking nature's natural systems. I hope you enjoyed the video. Share with your friends, and we'll be back as we continue this series.